crash, wallop, and you'd think in the field, we've got a chance of getting this guy out. For the first 20 runs, he'd hit the ball in the air and he'd play a lot of shots, and you'd think we've got a chance with this guy. And then suddenly he'd just settle down, and well, then you knew you didn't have much chance. I'm just wondering, with what Ravi was saying, what sort of approach do you think Sachin will take tonight?
Yes, I think he's a very, very positive thinking cricketer, Sachin Tendulkar. So right now, even in the dressing room, as he must have been putting on his pads, he mustn't have been thinking in terms of getting India to a score of 254. What he would be thinking is, how am I going to get India to a score past 284? And that's a very positive thing. So I think he knows that it's a big score that he's got to get, and therefore he might just start to bang straight away. Now that is where the Australians have a chance, because the ball is moving. We've seen the ball move. Fleming gets the ball to move earlier on, so that is going to be a crucial period. It really depends on what he gets in the first few overs. He'll be quite happy to get his legs moving with quick ones and twos.
The other thing about taking that positive approach and trying to win the game, if India do win the game, obviously they then go into the final, but they go into the final with a bit of a psychological, well, if not a psychological advantage, at least they're psychologically up.
They'll just get the feeling that whatever Australia score then in the finals, will still be able to make it twice.
No fine leg. That's away for 4. It's only just going to trickle there, and Michael Kastrovic didn't chase hard, and I think he realised it was just going to get there. Umpire's not sure that it has reached, and Kastrovic saying that it pulled up just short, so it's only what they ran. Well, Michael Kastrovic is a very honest cricketer, and he's certainly not going to tell any pork pies to the umpire. Just a little bit of outswing there for Michael Kastrovic. This looks to be a pretty good pitch. Very sweet timer of the ball. Nicely into the gap. It won't go for 4. No ball is the call. Very close to getting an edge on that one. India 9 without loss. Well taken at point by Ponting. India 15 after 5 overs.
Their main aim at the moment would be to make it to the finals. Six runs coming off that last over, 45 for 1. 45 for 1 India. Got a very good turnout here today for this game. Plenty of support for the Indian team.
Nice defensive push.
Well, what must be going through the bowler's mind now? That was hit straight back. That was a catch, but it was a no ball as well. So an expensive over this for Australia. 15 runs coming off it, 60 for 1 India.
Thank you, Ravi. There's a lot of excitement in the air for the Australians. If he could pick up a couple of wickets, it would change the atmosphere. Tendulkar, Sonny, has... This tournament is a precursor for what we're going to see later in the year. Well, a cheeky little shot from Tendulkar. He'll come back for two. Lays back this time, but can't pierce the offside field. Another good over from Shane Warne. 3 runs from it, 77 for 1.
Between runs, they mustn't have too many dot balls.
Deeply set. A boundary striker will be more likely to be Sachin Tendulkar to grab it. Tendulkar frustrating Shane Warne with this little dab around the corner, hard running. Kasprowicz the fielder down a fine leg. This time he goes for the fully fledged sweep shot. Kasprowicz again having to do the running. That's a good start to the over for India. 4 runs coming from the first 2. Now the dab on the offside. Ian Harvey out on the field as a replacement for Michael Bevan. Looking for the single. Why wouldn't they take it? The single there for the taking. Mongia didn't want it. India 89 for 1.
Yeah, that may well be the case, Ian, but Mohammad Azharuddin sent one of the young players up, and he wanted to know exactly what was required. Another one. This is and that was close to the stumps down the far end. The Australians really are having a look for a run out here, having a shy at every possible opportunity.
The bad news for India in that comparison is that there was no lull in the scoring for Australia.
Running down the wicket there, he saw him coming and fired it in at his pads. Working that one away off the stumps. So once again, 4 off the over. 120 for 2. Oh, there's a mix-up. If he hits the stumps here, there's trouble. That was very well done by Moody. He got rid of that one very quickly, and it couldn't have been far away from the stumps. He looked as if he wanted to come. Oh, and just a little bit of a mix-up there again. Yes, Tendulkar came a few strides, and yes, there we are. That's that little bit of impatience now beginning to creep in, a little bit of tension. Candidate as well. Yes, it's got everything, the Opal. 1.4 litre 4-cylinder petrol engine. Shy at the stumps and wide.
Kasprowicz being terrorised.
Meanwhile, Tendulkar is still there. And while Tendulkar's there, there is hope.
The required run rate for that is 5.45, so that's reasonably okay, but Greg Tendulkar has to be there. Tendulkar now will have to keep his cool. He'll have to control things out there.
Interesting contest that. I think Mark Waugh would love to be able to bowl like Shane Warne.
At least for the Indian team. And there's just a dust storm here, desert storm brewing here. Plenty of dust blowing across the ground. it's a problem for the batsmen and the fielders. Can easily get into the eyes, can be very distracting. Look at Tom Moody. And the umpire is not spared too. Well, this is interesting. We've had rain stopping play. We've had bad light stopping play. It's been a long time since a sandstorm has stopped play.
Well, it does make it almost impossible to play on. Gets in the batsman's eyes, it gets in the bowlers, the fielders and the umpire's eyes. I think they've almost got to go off the ground for a while and just give it a bit of a break. I hope the storm goes away. I think we had a similar storm to this at Chandigarh a year or so ago. Last year it was during the Independence Cup. Fortunately that hit just before the game started, but no way in the world you could have played the game in those conditions.
Yes, I think the only way the storm can stop is if the breeze doesn't blow as strongly as it is at the moment. That's the main reason why you have the sand all over the place. It's impossible to play out there. I think the players might just leave the field for a little while. We'll have to look at Tendulkar's approach from now on. And the first run after the break. Required run rate for the target of 276 is over 8 runs per over, and that's going to be a really stiff target. I think India will keep that target of 237 in mind. And they have to achieve that score of 237. They'll have to score at little over 6 runs per over from now on, 6.37 to be exact. That's achievable. Provided the little champion is still there at the end.
One overthrow. There's a man out at deep mid-wicket. Since they came back on,
This is played well. Tendulkar looking to make room to play over the top. And that is well bowled by Shane Warne. He knows that Tendulkar looking for the big hit.
a single there, and that'll take it along to 165 for 4. A little bit of impetus coming now. 35 overs gone.
This is clever batting by Sachin Tendulkar. He's been giving Steve Waugh the charge in the earlier overs, and Steve Waugh has been bowling it short. This time he stayed back and hit it off the back foot, a little close for comfort. His heart must have been in his mouth when the ball didn't quite get the middle of the bat.
Tries it again and gets the single. And he got a single for that.
Good work, Shane!
Batting. Once again, very clever batting, having played the previous over off the back foot, staying within the crease and forcing Steve Waugh to now pitch the ball up. This time Tendulkar's gone down the pitch, converted it into a full toss.
shot, won't go to the boundary. Strong chase from Moody. That's a go. Good throw.
If India are to win, he's run very hard. He's hit a few sixes, but he hasn't forgotten that singles are important too.
A little bit of pressure there and a fumble in the field.
There with all this noise, but India now should go through.
There he goes again. Watch him go. Whips it away on the onside. No, that time. Straight to mid-wicket. Through the offside field. Running away down towards the fence. It'll be cut off down there.
Well, I think, Tony, the way he's going now, he knows that India will be in the final with a 237 target. I think he's just putting up a challenge to himself if India can achieve that 276.
Whipped away again on the onside. They'll come back for a second. Home he is. Rest that one through the offside field, and he'll settle for one again. 15 off the over, 228 for 4. Oh, he's high! He's high! It's all the way! It's way over the top, into the crowds again. Sachin Tendulkar wants to win this match.
Well, he's a champion and he needs a challenge. Well, you can't have a bigger challenge than that. He's gone berserk here in Sharjah. That is the 6th of this innings. The slower delivery, he's picked it up and hammered it out of the ground.
Quick single that time, so he's down the non-striker's end over the Laxman.
Handedly into the finals.
And the late news here is that Coca-Cola, the Coca-Cola company, have made a special award to Sachin Tendulkar of £20,000. That's the end of the over, or that's the end of Sachin Tendulkar.
Now we have the Man of the Match award. There is an ARY check and the first edition coin set representing the Olympic 2000. To present the ARY Gold Man of the Match award, I'd like to call upon Mr. Muhammad Iqbal, and he'll be presenting it to Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin, congratulations. That was a fantastic exhibition.
Thanks, Ian.
Yeah. You weren't just happy with qualifying, you were looking for the victory.
Yeah, I was striking the ball well, and I thought this was the best opportunity to go for a kill, and unfortunately not to have won the game.
Yeah. I guess you were hoping that that would give you perhaps a bit of a psychological advantage in the final if you could win it.
Absolutely, but what happened in India, I hope it happens here as well.
All right, congratulations. A magnificent knock. Great entertainment.
Thank you.
And in addition to that, Coca-Cola presenting Sachin with £20,000, which will be presented in rupees, a special award for his knock today.